Apa Kabar. In the following video, we're going to talk about Indonesia and the culture of time. The video has been prepared by Wanya, Calvin, Ada, and me, Tadbir.
Indonesia is ranked in the fourth position on countries with the most population. It is located in the continent of Asia, where the country itself consists of thousands tiny islands with 5 bigger islands, including Sumatra, Java, Borneo, Sulawesi, and Papua. With the Jakarta as the capital, making it as the reason many locals are willing to migrate to the capital from countryside. Most of the people choose Islam as their religion, but there are also other religions including Christianity, Buddhism, and Hindu. While for the time zone, in Indonesia are separated into 3 time zones, East, Central, and West.
Indonesia is a country that is synchronic culturally, meaning that time is treated as a flexible dimension and various activities can take place at the same time. An example that shows the flexible nature of time in Indonesia is when you make an appointment with an Indonesian, it should be viewed as an intention to meet at that time.
While many Western cultures look to the future, the Indonesian culture is generally past-oriented. Many Indonesians have a great regard for ceremonies, rituals, history, and pedigrees as they like to follow traditions and focus on their past. That is because Indonesian has a particularly colorful and often very glorious past. 3 of the major kingdoms in the Southeast Asian history have had their capitals in what is now Indonesia. The Buddhist Sriwijaya, the Hindu Majapahit, and the great Muslim Sultanate of Mataram also have great influence over the modern Indonesia. Especially after years of Western colonial domination in the country, after Indonesia have gained back their independence, they start to look back at the glories of the past as a guide for the future.
Time in Indonesia is living in a very relaxed and flexible manner. Indonesians do not rush through business negotiation, and punctuality is mostly not observed, as Indonesians do not like the feeling of being rushed. Business meetings and social events are quite often started later than the time stated, and the negotiations can be quite long, as Indonesians like to be given enough time to carefully consider the business proposal. It might even take a few meetings before coming to an agreement. Unlike Americans, Indonesians do not see time as money. Hence, Indonesians show less interest in profit making and material success. Instead, they prefer to build relationships, as business relationships in Indonesia are based on trust and familiarity. In Indonesia, personal contacts and networks are more important in making business deals, and generally, meetings in Indonesia are served to make a consequence, explaining why they take a longer time.
You value your time.
Time is important for me because we never know for the future, so we just, in case if there is something happen important, so we need to prepare for everything, so we cannot delay what need to do, and then time is money for me.
Okay, and how do you value your deadline?
Actually, I always prepare everything before the deadline, so I don't want to rush. Yeah, like that, so I don't like to be rushed.
Okay, thank you so much. So, how do you value your time?
I value my time very importantly because every second matters, and it can actually make changes every time we do in every time.
And how do you value your deadline?
I always try to submit before my deadline, try to make a draft, because I believe that making a draft, correction, and everything makes your work more perfectly, and when you reach deadline, you can submit your job well done.
An example that shows the synchronic culture of Indonesia is the public transport of Jakarta, where it is said that the buses do not follow a schedule but follow the routes. I think this is because of the flexible situation of time in Indonesia, or could be possible because of the deadly traffic jams of Indonesia.
Terima kasih telah menyimak. Semoga bermanfaat.